Hello, anyone and everyone. I am Echo, and today we are exploring RealMyst Masterpiece Edition. In the last episode, we completed the Channelwood Age rather easily, surprisingly, and we have just one more page to go until we and one more age to go until we will have completed the books for the brothers Cirrus and Akanar. And in the next one we're going to is the Selenitic Age, which is right here. And so let's just read that now. Yeah. It has been a while since I have heard only silence, and I enjoy it greatly, I think. For some reason I do not feel altogether welcome in this new world in which I have arrived, but how could I be unwelcome in an age with no inhabitants? It is, of course, only in my head. This world is very beautiful, but I think I have yet to ever write in a journal that an age I have linked to is horrid or disgusting. From the grassy hill where I am standing, I can see green fields below, along with a few scattered forests. A rather large lake looms some distance from where I am standing, yet the water's blue can be seen plainly from here. The air is fresh and the sky is sparkled with white clouds. It is absolutely breathtaking, and yet that strange feeling again. Perhaps it is the hot breeze that continues to blow from the north, hotter than I would have imagined. It almost singes my skin, and I feel quite uncomfortable when it comes. I will try to ignore it. Night has almost arrived, and the sunset is spectacular. Oranges and reds have settled above the western horizon, though night has come. The horizon still glows red long past the sunset. Dark reds flow from the horizon and blend into the black sky. Again the feeling, I am beginning to believe it is not all in my mind. I must sleep now. I will need my strength to explore more tomorrow. I have had to return home due to an unpredictable natural occurrence more frightening than I have ever experienced. I was awakened by terrible shakings in the ground and explosions on all sides of me. Gigantic balls of fire were falling from the sky, and I immediately left in fear of my life. I must remember to bring a Myst linking book with me when I return, in case the one left there has been destroyed or damaged. I have returned to a different world than the one I left only 3 months ago. It has been transformed into a barren desert land with only gigantic craters scattered across the land to provide variety. Strangely enough, the small grassy hill where I spent my first night remains exactly the way I found it. Apparently the falling meteors did not hit this area, leaving an oasis in the midst of this horrible desolation. The hot wind, I remember, has turned into a rather pleasant breeze, which is at least one improvement. I fear it is the only improvement the magnificent lake I saw... I fear it is the only improvement. The magnificent lake I saw on my first visit is now completely dried up. However, another lake now exists and appears to be quite a bit larger. I assume one of the falling meteors created this lake due to its circular shape and the jutting rock that grows out of the center of the lake. The rest of this world seems like desert, although I will verify that statement with closer inspection. Though this world has little visual excitement to offer, it offers much to the ears. Sounds constantly flow through my ears, and I have found where a few of them originate. It seems, as Catherine says, I do find beauty in everything. Last night I was awakened by a horrible hissing. I was sweating, and the heat was so intense that I immediately dipped my head in a nearby stream to cool it down. The hot breezes had returned, along with a low roar from the ground. I walked a short distance to observe some red flames shooting up from the earth. Suddenly the ground began to crack and a huge chasm opened. The chasm continued to grow until it was far too wide to cross. Then the tumult subsided, leaving only a dull roar. I have decided, however, I can use the chasm to my advantage. Perhaps the heat from the chasm can be harnessed. There's a little diagram of a windmill type thing to collect heat. Generate power, presumably. Even as the chasm has ripped into the surface of this world, it has opened up a whole new world to explore. Although uncomfortably hot, I found it possible to reach a cave in the chasm that had been created, and have now explored deep into the crust of this planet. I have found a vast underground cave system that will take many years to map and explore. I will also look for a safer way to reach the underground than through the chasm wall. This age seems to change on its own, so I feel I should leave again and see if things are different when I return. It is also important that I check on Cirrus and Akanar and make sure everything is going along well. When I return, I also hope to bring back some tools I will need for my plans to explore the underground. The abundance of raw materials here is beginning to amaze me. I have returned with some of the complex tools I knew I would be needing. I assumed I would have to return for more basic materials. However, it seems as though I will be able to find everything I need here. Of course, iron is abundant, but I have also found titanium occurring naturally. I am all the more excited to begin work. Everything is set, and I look forward to tomorrow. My raw materials are all here. I think I'll be able to have most of my additions to this age completed within 1 year. I so love working with my hands, whether writing or building. I began today on the bridge, and although the... And it trails off. And I'm not sure what happened to all of that. The magnetic idea will work well, and I have decided to... Something, again. There's a little... Looks like a compass. There's a dish protecting out noise or something. 3 meters is not enough support for the beams, although it's somewhat... something. Amazingly strong. There's the spaceship. Has to be one of my most prized inventions. I'm extremely... could never have imagined it to come together quite as... I doubt could possibly work with 14 instead of 8. Completely fatigued. I'm so happy to have completed. Tomorrow. I'm leaving today in order to bring back Sirius and Akanar. I have left them alone in Channelwood. I believe they will enjoy all there is to see here. The age seems to have stabilized. I believe the meteor set off a period of volcanic activity by piercing into the shallow crust, but the tremors have become few. I just noticed that a large amount of this journal has curiously vanished from the very pages on which I wrote over the last 18 months. Fortunately, I've copied many of my construction notes in another journal. I do not understand the many mysteries of this world, but I trust I will discover logical answers to my questions. I have a feeling that many of my questions can be answered in another age, to which I hope to travel soon, but for now I must simply accept this world's mysteries and take pride in my accomplishments. And there is a map of the whole area, by the looks of it. That's probably the big lake that he was talking about. And that's it. And then there's a little diagram here of a thing. I forget what it's called, a piano, but hold on one moment. Okay, alright, I went and wrote that all down. I'm going to cut that out, definitely, from the final video, because I had to stop talking. I actually got a pretty ridiculously bad headache starting up, for some reason. So, probably going to end up cutting this episode short. Though, not before I've at least accessed the Selenitic Age. Yeah, basically, the whole trick to this, we already powered up the door here in a previous episode, so we can just walk on in. But basically, we have to get these to match the sounds played on this, which is the diagram that we just wrote down. It told us the order of them. So there's these 3, then this. This is the first one. Okay, so it's kind of like a low hum. So I'll write that in. Hum. Okay. And then 2. Well, actually, I can do them from left to right. It's not that big a deal. But this is the 5th one. Okay, that's a more bassy hum, I guess. Oh boy, this isn't gonna be fun. Anyway, then over here, I believe this one, this is 4. It's kind of like a ringing hum. Okay. I'll write that down. I'll probably have to go back and forth a few times to get them just right, but oh well. And then next over here, this is 2. It's a higher pitched hum. So I'll write high pitch to help remember it. And then this is 3. Yeah, so these go like straight up. Okay. Alright. Oh boy. I don't think my notes for the words are actually going to help all that much. But anyway, let's get 1 again. That's just like a flat hum. So we want to... like that. I think that sounds right. Okay, so then 2 is this. Kind of like a loud ringing noise. I'd say that sounds right. Alright. 3 is this one. Which is even louder. I'd say that sounds correct. Then 4 is to the left right here. Yeah, and again, it's like a... They do make slightly different noises. That sounds right. Okay. And then 5 is the deepest one of them all. It's this right here. And that's just like a really deep, bassy hum. No. This one's a bit... I think 5 is actually the hardest one. Let me make sure I'm doing the right one here. Yeah. Also, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Could they have actual, let me see. 1, 2, wait, no, shoot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Could they be in order of number? That actually makes sense, because they do go straight up and down, right? So actually, that's another way I could do it. If this one's the 5th one, well, we already did that one. So 1 is that's 6 up, 7, 8. So that's 8 up. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2 is quite a bit more up. 5 is at 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 2 is 20 up. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Okay. Whew. And then 3 is this one. It's only 2 above it, so like 20, 21, 22, 23. Well, actually no, it's actually 3 above it. It's at 23. So whoops here. So if that's 20, 21, 22, 23. Oh, yep, cool, we figured it out. Okay. I took a chance there, didn't even bother trying to correct the 4th one. But okay, cool. The way to the Selenitic Age is open, and I actually somehow completed what is regarded by many to be one of the hardest puzzles in the entire game, with only a little bit of trial and error. I kind of cheesed it out by actually counting them instead of memorizing the numbers, but oh well. I don't think anybody's actually seriously gonna mind me doing that. Ooh, the frame rate. Oh no, the frame rate's kind of shot itself in the foot. Yeah, I'm just gonna change some of these settings a little bit real quick. Hope you don't mind me doing that on camera. Let's, I mean, crap. Anisotropic filtering, I guess we can push that down, take off grass. Put bloom to low. That should be good, right? Please be good. Oh, it's better, but not amazing. Oh well. Okay, this is the Selenitic Age, where we have yet another sound puzzle, but this one's quite a bit easier because it's actually many distinct sounds instead of like just higher and lower pitch, different like humming and ringing sounds. So that shouldn't be nearly as bad. But I actually don't really remember much about this age, because this is one of those ages I mentioned earlier in the last episode, I believe, that when I played through this game as a teenager... Hey, blue page, cool. When I played through this game as a teenager, I guess we'll just have to go around and turn all those on for starters. Well, that's the sound of water. I think... Okay, I'm just going to go out on a guess here. I'm going to say I think that the that button probably turns on this speaker. Or not speaker, microphone. And so that would be transmitting the sound of water. That probably has something to there. Well, not probably. That almost definitely has something to do with opening that door there. But anyway, yeah, this is an age that back when I was a teenager and I played through this game, and way back then I had to use a walkthrough to get through the game. I like literally just followed the walkthrough for this particular age. I didn't figure out any of these puzzles myself at all. So now that I'm much older, and now that I'm determined to beat this game without using a walkthrough. Okay, that's the sound of a clock, like sort of knocking back and forth. Alright. Yeah, this is going to be an entirely new experience for me, because I haven't done any of these before. I just know it has something to do with choosing the right sounds to unlock that stupid door. But I have no memory of how we're supposed to do that. This is a weird humming coming from the crystals, which is very cool. And again, even this age, it's kind of funny. I suppose me and Atrus are rather alike in this regard. He mentioned in the his journal for the Selenitic Age that his wife Catherine thinks he finds the beauty in everything, and I have to say we're a bit like-minded in that regard, because even this, which is supposed to be this like desolate, destroyed area that got hit with meteors and stuff, I still think it sounds, or I mean, I still think it looks rather beautiful, all things considered. Oh well. Not sure what this is supposed to be the sound of. It's oh, I guess it's just the sound of the wind coming up through the thing. There you go. Turn those lights on. Ooh, bats! What's up, bats? Okay. Let's use the light real quick. Check out what's under here. Just make sure we're not missing anything. No, it doesn't look like it. Oh, no, turn that off now. We don't need it. No idea what that second switch does, but I guess we'll press it just in case. Yes, and this takes us up to the middle island. Now we need to do something here. Oh boy. Okay. Huh. Oh, that doesn't seem to help us. No. This. Okay, I guess I'll write that number down. 130.8. Okay. Oh, crap. I need to switch pages in my notes. It's taking forever because I'm... Okay, water. 130.8, I guess. Okay. Not sure how that's going to exactly help us. And now the fissure. Come on, fissure. Where are you, buddy? Those are the crystals, not the fissure. That's weird. That's the clock. Okay. Come on. There you go, that's the fissure. Say it's 116, or actually... Oh no, never mind. Okay, 116, yeah. 116 for the fissure, so... Fissure, 116. And actually, let's, I think the water we might have done incorrectly for a moment there, because, I think we're actually... Because I was mistakenly thinking we're supposed to be pointing it towards the microphone. But I think we're actually supposed to point it towards the, this thing, the little sonar ray. So it's actually 133.3. So let me switch that. Alright. Now for the clock. Clock's way down here. Kind of... That's the wind. Okay, switch faster, please. Water... Fissure... There you go, clock. Okay... 52. That looks good. Okay. That's clock. 52. Alright, now the crystals. Those are back here. Oh, thank God it actually puts us near them. $16. Looks good. Okay. Crystals. 16. And finally, the wind coming from the tunnel. $202.8. Okay. Alright, now I have no idea what this does. Oh, it just switches to all of them in succession, I guess. The last one we did was the wind, so why did it land on the crystal there? Huh, I'm not sure. Alright, well, let's see what we can do with those numbers, and honestly, I'm not going to be surprised if we, did something wrong with the numbers, or if I'm not understanding them correctly. And actually, I don't think I've actually seen a place where we could put in numbers like that. The door doesn't have like a diagram for numbers. The door just has like the switches that we pick. So I'm not sure. But we'll take a look. We'll take a look. We'll take a look. And also, who set this all up? Like, I know Atrus wanted to like harness the power of the heat, but why did he go and set up a bunch of weird number thingies? Or I mean, not number thingies. I'm sorry, sound devices or whatever. So, Alright, the only thing I can think about, or the only thing I can think is maybe we just are supposed to, maybe the exact number doesn't matter, but we're just supposed to put in the sounds in the order from, like, lowest number to highest. Because then the crystals, those were 16. All the numbers are far enough away that even if you didn't get the exact number perfectly correct, they still have a clear order. That's the clock. That's definitely the clock. Alright, and then the next one is the fissure. I think that's the fissure sound, but yeah, can't be quite sure. Then the next highest up is the water, which actually is all the way at the bottom. And then the wind is that one right there. No. Huh. That's definitely the crystals. Let me go check the crystals one more time to make sure I'm even remembering the sound correctly. That's definitely the clock. It's like, sounds sort of like wooden banging back and forth. Okay. Yeah. Seem to be right in all that. Maybe it's the wind one that I'm getting wrong. There's definitely no train sounds around here, so I know whatever that thing is all about, that's not, you know, that's not correct. That's definitely the wind. Maybe the, the clock could be wrong, actually. Because those two sound sort of similar. No? Okay, and let me listen to the fissure one more time. I think the fissure's right up here. Yeah, it's like a rumbling. So I'm pretty sure that one's correct. Yeah, that one's gotta be right. Huh. No. And that's not correct either. Alright, the only other thing I can think of is maybe we're supposed to put them in the order of, not the numbers, but the how like the water is the first on the lineup. But I don't know. I'll try that next time. You know, because like on the thing in the middle, each of the buttons is lined up in a particular way. But even then, like, then what's the point of the numbers when you're pointing it at them? I'm not sure. It's kind of confusing, but oh well. Anyway, I'm like kind of way over my normal time, so I'm gonna end it here. We'll figure this out when we come back next time. I will see you all later. And if you made it to the end of this, then thank you and congratulations. And please consider leaving a comment. I would very much appreciate that. Until next time, bye-bye.